right, cool. Um, is everyone can everyone see kind of the slide one? It says Sierra, the perfect harmony of technology and design. So,
Yep, we got her, Tony.
all right, good deal. All right, well, that is kind of the definition of everything we do. You're always going to see an element of design in here. So, but what I want to do this morning is go through a company overview. So for those of you familiar with us, kind of do a reintroduction of, the full scope of what we do, talking about the Sierra home and how we can really leverage Sierra for a broader opportunity, and then focus on some of the outdoor TV info, which is really going to drive a lot of the volume of what you do with Sierra. So, and if there's any questions throughout, please jump in or whatnot. Otherwise, we can field questions at the end. So, yeah, appreciate the time here. So, Sierra is we're based in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So, we love this time of year over here, just like over there. And I'm from the Twin Cities area myself personally, and we have a lot of roots there. So, it's very much a good company story. I think that would tie with where you guys are based out of. Been around since 2003. So in 2018, that was our 15th year anniversary, and grown to a large manufacturing facility right in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Love to have you guys over sometime and check out how that production process actually goes. So it's pretty impressive. We're not just shipping containers of stuff coming in from China here. It's being produced right here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, US of A. We're the company with the mind of an engineer, soul of a designer. Like I said, everything that you see is going to have an element of high design. The name Sierra came from the French impressionist Georges Seurat. So if you watch the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ferris's buddy Cameron's and the Chicago Art Museum staring at this painting, and they zoom in and they show a little snapshot of that painting where it's dots, right? So what Seurat did was he created this image, or all of his paintings, this is the most famous, but created images, his paintings using a method called pointillism. Think of it like pixels on a TV. So that's kind of the cool story in the background of where Sierra came from. Walk into our factory offices and you see a pixelated snapshot of that painting. Walk back and it blends together for a nice smooth picture, kind of like a TV. These are some of the brands we work with. Just like to share this just to instill confidence. Whether it's hundreds of outdoor TVs at a little stadium over here in Green Bay or down in Kansas City, or if it's thousands of lighted mirrors from some of the top hotel lines. I always say if Disney trusts us, trust me, you can trust us. So I like to just instill that confidence with you, with your dealers, with their clients. So the full product category that we provide is really started with vanity TV mirrors back in 2003. The story actually starts in 2002 when our co-founders Tim and Gretchen Gilbertson were doing a parade of homes. Saw someone put two-way mirror in front of a TV, and as rudimentary and raw as it was, it generated a lot of buzz. So they said, "Hey, here's kind of a concept that we might be able to refine." And they started that in their garage. So 2003, Sierra was officially born and very quickly expanded to other opportunities, including entertainment TV mirrors, which is just kind of a different glass type. You think of entertainment TV mirrors as TV first, mirror second. Vanity TV mirrors as mirror first, TV second. Hotels wanted to incorporate lighting right in the TV just due to space constraints. But for budgetary purposes, asked to just do lighted mirrors. Kind of an offensive request to the TV mirror company at the time, but but the lighted mirrors were born. We produce 30 to 40,000 lighted mirrors a year. And you come over to the production facility here, and 2/3 of that space is really driven by the volume with lighted mirrors, just because of the economies of scale that we can really leverage here. So, Hydra indoor waterproof TVs. That's a really cool product that evolved from folks wanting to put TV mirrors in the shower. But we said, no, that's for the vanity. For directly in the shower, we're going to have to design something for you. So we developed the Hydra indoor waterproof TV. Here you see it as an image with it in the kitchen. So it became very popular in the kitchen backsplash. Makes the TV an appliance in the kitchen. I kind of correlated to the microwave. People could spend a few $100 and put a microwave on the counter, but for design purposes, they don't do that. They spend a few thousand and have that microwave built in. And at 2,000 to 3,000 retail for a Hydra 19 or 27-inch TV, again, becomes probably the most affordable appliance in the kitchen, yet very elegant and functional appliance for that space. So with Hydras being waterproof and having high design elements, folks wanted those to be bigger and put outside. So we designed dedicated outdoor TVs back in 2011. We're now on our third generation of outdoor TVs for direct sun. And on our, we just this month started shipping, and you guys will have them in stock very soon if you don't already, our Shade Series outdoor TVs. So the Shade Series outdoor TVs is an affordable option that was designed to be a direct competitor to Snap AV's Veranda. And I'll get into more detail on that. So exciting opportunity. So you have kind of that pass-fail opportunity of if it's direct sun, it's the ultra bright. That can go in any lighting condition, but then having the Shade Series outdoor TV to sell down to if needed. And then our smart mirrors. So smart mirrors just started shipping about a year ago, and those are really gaining a lot of traction, a lot of awards at CEDIA. So really, really cool technology for the vanity space or anywhere where folks want an elegant way to be connected to the world via email, calendar, bringing in apps. It's basically it's an Android-based platform designed by Sierra. Rather than just having TV mirrors, you actually have a connected home experience. So talking about the Sierra home and the broad opportunity with Sierra. So what happens very often is, folks respond to demand. They say, yeah, we sell Sierra if someone's asking for a TV mirror or if they need an outdoor TV. And it's like, whoa, you're going to wait till you're blue in the face if you expect folks to actually be aware of these categories, much less, the brands within them. I always say people don't even know our industry exists. So where we're seeing a lot of success driven is when folks can really leverage what they're doing throughout the home, whether it's audio throughout the home, lighting, automation, networking. You can do that with video when you leverage Sierra as that product that complements other video products throughout the home to really create a whole home video experience. And Sierra is really that one company from inside out that has video solutions where regular TVs can't go. And frankly, when you look at the real opportunity with Sierra, it's beyond video. It's those lighted mirrors. A home doesn't just have the master bathroom. There's several bathrooms in a home. Every bathroom needs a mirror. Every bathroom needs lighting. And that's where our mirror technology has multiple degrees through just the bathrooms of the home, much less the entire home itself. So we look at this, look at the home and look at the Sierra opportunity. We can really, have dealers presenting a whole home video experience that, again, might include, the big TV manufacturers for those primary viewing areas, but allows them to proactively specify Sierra in multiple spaces of the home to give that client a whole home video experience. At the end of the day, it's allowing them to say, where do you not want video? If you need to address this budget, where do you not want video? Where should we take that out? Where do you not want mirror technology? Where do you not want, an outdoor TV in your backyard space? So if they start with 6 products specified, even if they have to value engineer that down to 2 or 3, that's a lot better than trying to sell 1 out of 1 products. So that's where we're seeing a lot of the success. We have the confidence to be able to speak to that. Houzz did a study, kind of came up with third, number 1. Third of projects don't have a budget at all. A third of projects go over budget. So that's 2/3 of projects that we have carte blanche. Number 1 reason folks go over budgets to buy more expensive stuff. So when we look at that incremental revenue opportunity, on average, you're looking at 35,000. So definitely, a higher end project's going to leverage that. But again, it's really introducing folks to categories that they don't know exist. So really an opportunity to drive that awareness of that opportunity. So the important thing is being able to embrace the designer mentality, not just selling widgets, but being able to, actually speak to, where we can use technology as a custom centerpiece in the living area space. We're not just talking about, TVs here, again, we're talking about a design element. When we look at, a back bar opportunity, so if some folks are doing light commercial, I mean, here's an opportunity to take a sports bar that would otherwise be selling, a plate of nachos for $10. Now they can charge 15, all because they have a very elegant experience in that space, rather than just another sports bar feel. But you can bring that same concept into a residential back bar. Folks get to show off to their friends and yet have the opportunity to watch the game. So I didn't even see I'm assuming the Twins maybe played yesterday, opening day. I was traveling, so I didn't get a chance. But I know from the air, I saw Target Field look like it was lit up. So anyway, good times. Sorry, I go off on tangents on sports. Talk about that all day, but so we're really taking Sierra and using it as an opportunity to enhance the design space. So we look at an application like this, a vanishing entertainment TV mirror above a fireplace. This is a place where people would think to put a TV, but too often a designer won't let someone put a TV there. So I literally get calls from end users saying, hey, tell me about your TV mirrors, because my designer won't let me put a TV above my fireplace. To which I ask, whose house is it anyway? But that's how it goes. And then spaces where people wouldn't think to put video technology, like in their bathroom mirror. So TV mirrors, lighted mirrors, lighted TV mirrors. The real strength of Sierra within that space is our Vanishing Vanity glass. It's our 3rd generation glass. That's kind of like our ultra bright outdoor TVs for direct sun. That's pass fail. The quality of your mirror within a bathroom application, also pass fail. You need that mirror to be high quality. Our latest Vanishing Vanity glass is probably as close to silvered mirror as you're ever going to get for a true vanishing solution. Just fantastic performance for both the quality of the mirror and the quality of the display as well. So Sierra designed TVs from 19-inch all the way to 65 for the TV mirrors. We can go larger, 75, 85-inch TV mirrors. And then for our outdoor TVs, though, we have solutions from 42 up to 86. They're just a different platform, so we don't incorporate those with our TV mirrors at this time. And then smart mirrors. So that's really, revolutionizing the experience, within that bathroom mirror, that mirror technology. So that is, again, the simplest way to describe it is it's a Sierra designed Android-based tablet behind our vanishing glass. But that's an oversimplification, certainly. Here's an opportunity where you walk in the bathroom space, the mirror turns on, you have your email, your calendar, your clock, your weather, all those things that people need, because regardless of their daily routine, it starts in the bathroom, it ends in the bathroom, and here's a way to be connected. So just another image of the smart mirror. Mirror looks dark there. That's because there's no lighting in that space, obviously, right now. But like I said, utilizing that high quality vanishing glass. And then lighted mirrors, I mentioned that as an opportunity where from quantity 1 to quantity infinity, Sierra produces lighted mirrors day in, day out. Size ranges up to 94 by 70. That's from our smart mirrors to our lighted mirrors. You can go up to 94 by 70 with personalized solutions. If you do quantity, if you have any quantity opportunities, we can get significant savings that start at quantities as low as 10. And when I say significant savings, I'm talking something that cost might be $1,200 to $2,000 plus for a one-off. You very quickly get that cost structure down to $500. Get to quantities 100 or more, you're talking just a few $100s. So very, very significant. If you guys run across any MDU opportunities, quantity commercial applications, please let us know. And because if we get the specs and the quantity for any of our products, we're, as a manufacturer right here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, US of A, we're able to really leverage some economies of scale. So with lighted mirrors, it's a differentiator. Again, at a very competitive, cost differential based on that, traditional mirror and downfiring sconce. So here you have an arguably more elegant solution, but no doubt a superior lighting solution. But wires up the same. You have an electrical housing that mounts on the wall, and you hang the mirror right onto that. So it's actually probably a simpler installation process. but that quality of light is superior to a downfiring sconce. Same reason that you see incandescent bulbs surrounding a makeup mirror. Here's that opportunity where you're actually having light shine on an end user's face rather than creating shadowing coming down. So that's our most common, lighted mirror design there. That's called our Allegro series lighted mirror. It's just the best task lighting for bathroom vanity application. Use our brilliant LED technology. So the LED source is as bright as fluorescent, but efficient like LEDs, very high quality light source, and they're flexible. So you could etch your name in cursive across the top of that mirror and light it up if you wanted to. So on to the Hydra indoor waterproof TVs. I mentioned the opportunity with the Hydras there, where that makes the TV an appliance in the kitchen. So 19 or 27-inch displays. Again, folks are there. I mean, this image shows the coffee maker on the counter, but a lot of times folks are, installing $3,500 Melee coffee makers. And, the Hydra, it just blends with those appliances so well because that's a recessed product. There's 2 SKUs to that. There's a back box with a 50-foot low voltage power cable. You get that installed during roughing and pre-wire. And then the Hydra itself would install into that back box down the road, make the connections, make sure everything's good to go. If it is going to be in a shower, definitely want to put there's silicone that we provide. You put a bead of silicone behind the bezel just to really seal it off. Otherwise, it's as simple as installing that. That is a product that does not have built-in speakers, so you definitely want to specify audio. There's a built-in amplifier right into that TV, 2x5 amps, so you can directly connect ceiling speakers. Otherwise, distributed audio. So, but again, when you can speak to it in terms of an appliance, pretty fantastic opportunity there with that space. It was originally designed, as I mentioned, to go in the shower. Here we show it in certified UL standards for above a tub or right in the shower. Like I said, there's a low voltage power cable that remotely locates the high voltage source. I always say I'm not putting a toaster above my tub. I'm not putting a high voltage TV above my tub. So that's where Hydra is a solution for these spaces. And sometimes it's just the best space to put video in that bathroom based on viewing angles. I've seen it where the shower is just kind of where you can see the TV from everywhere in that room. So flexibility with design. 5 standard bezel options: brushed gold, stainless steel, polished chrome, metal bezel. So match again appliances and fixtures. Polished chrome can really pop in a bathroom space. And then white pearl and black onyx are back painted bezel options along with customized color options. So just trying to keep up with design trends, like gold is making a comeback in places, and black kitchens are a design trend. Go figure. So how to specify, so I've gone through the indoor products. I'll jump into outdoor here in a bit, but to specify or get our TV mirrors, get those quoted, we have a quote form. That's a very handy tool that you folks can utilize, your dealers can utilize to submit this through you. This is going to serve as a configurator tool. It's going to walk you right through all those specification parameters. You don't need to memorize the max glass dimensions. You don't need to memorize what the viewable screen options are. So this is going to help walk through those specification parameters, but it's also going to help upsell. So if you're doing a 19-inch TV mirror, it's like, hey, if we have control over the spec, let's specify a lighted 19-inch TV mirror. Better yet, let's do a 27-inch smart mirror. When you specify something that goes above and beyond what kind of our base expectations were, one, you're giving the client an opportunity to really experience a broader degree of technology. 2, maximizing revenue and profit. 3, giving ourselves a chance to value engineer that space if needed. If you just do the smallest TV mirror possible, then it's that or nothing. But if you can do a little bit more, now you can maybe tweak down the options if needed. It's also going to give a chance to cross-sell, showing the other areas of the home, the other product categories, Hydras, outdoor TVs, lighted mirrors. And finally, make sure that we have the necessary logistics info for an accurate freight quote. So this quote form is what we need. I know it's a form, but trust me, it saves about 5 emails back and forth just to get a budgetary quote. So even at that budgetary stage, let us get it quoted just to make sure that full cost structure is in there. It's also going to help us provide shop drawings. So provide dedicated shop drawings. Even if specs aren't finalized, that's going to be an awesome tool to be able to sit down and say, we physically created this design. We can redline it from there. So the quote form itself, you can find it right at our dealer download center. Really there's nothing sensitive there. There's no passwords. It's really just kind of a technical resources and sales tools center, but you can find it right at that. So if you're at Sierra.com, anywhere at Sierra.com, website's kind of the #1 tool for everything. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and you'll see that link there. So just plug in Capital Sales as the bill to and whatever you need for the ship to, and we'll be able to get you your cost. So on to outdoor. So with the outdoor TVs, what Sierra provides here is really a broad opportunity for flexibility and convenience. You know, if we're in a northern climate, it's first two questions people always ask when I introduce an outdoor TV is, oh, can it get rained on? Or, you know, what happens if it gets snowed on? Say, well, let the snow melt. You know, it's an all-weather TV. You know, and other question, you know, can I leave it outside year round? It gets cold. It's like, yeah, I mean, these things are designed in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and tested through those rigid conditions. So that's the thing. You're really providing flexibility and convenience, allowing for the conversation of asking folks, where do they spend time outside? How do they spend their time out there? You know, and the outdoor space is a space that's really become a dedicated room of the home, which all started in 2008 with that housing crash, and people wanted bigger homes, but you know, they couldn't afford to move to a bigger home, so they used the outside as another room. And subsequently, products really came about that took the indoor experience and brought it outside. So, you know, here's a shaded application where certainly a Sierra Ultra Bright outdoor TV is going to be your primary, or you know, your best solution for that space. Even though it's designed to survive or you know, to work in direct sun, it's going to be your optimal solution in any lighting application, especially with our adaptive picture technology. But we do have our Shade Series outdoor TVs. So, and then, you know, some folks might answer that question of where do you spend time outside without hesitation. They'll say 90% of the time by the pool. Say, hey, you know, it's summertime. We invested in this pool because that's where we spend our time. They don't know they have the opportunity to enjoy, you know, video out in that space. They might have speakers all around. Your dealers might be, you know, inherently always doing that, but even they don't fully understand the opportunities with the Sierra Ultra Bright outdoor TVs. You know, this is an opportunity where, you know, if someone's going to spend their time out there, that's where an Ultra Bright comes in. 65s, 86s, those are our top selling Ultra Bright outdoor displays, because when people have a space like this, they really want to enjoy it. You know, or if they say, I want to escape the indoors outside, sit out by the fire and relax, say, let's get a TV out there, because the reality is they're going to want to watch the game, you know, during those summer months. You know, if I'm trying to listen to the game, and if, you know, without having that on the TV, it's hard to pick it up. So it's nice having video out there. Again, flexibility, convenience, you know, they can use that space how they want. So why Sierra outdoor TVs? Largest, best designed solution. So we have outdoor TV options from 42 up to 86. With all the next generations, with the Ultra Brights, sizes are 49 to 86. The Shade Series, right now out of the gate, 55 and 65. We'll have 75s coming down the line. Best picture quality. So whether it's the Shade Series outdoor TV or the Ultra Bright, the best picture in those categories, in those classes. We offer the best sound solutions. So this Shade Series outdoor TV includes a 50-watt soundbar. It's a passive soundbar that's powered, amplified by the TV. So the Shade Series outdoor TV has a built-in amplifier to power that soundbar. And then best-in-class warranty. full 2-year warranty for outdoor use. So if we look at these versus an indoor TV, they have exactly 0 days of outdoor use. You know, like the Shade Series top competitor, the Snap AV Sunbright Veranda, that's a 1-year warranty. Well, hey, an indoor TV is probably going to survive one season outside, right? So really provide that peace of mind. So like I say, going up to 86 for our size options. 4K, you know, with all the new displays. I said the Shade Series soundbar is included with that product. That's a 50-watt soundbar. The Ultra Brights have an optional 60-watt powered soundbar. So with the Ultra Brights, there is an optional soundbar available. It's powered, but the cool thing is the Ultra Bright outdoor TV has a waterproof compartment that has a 3-pronged outlet built right into the TV. So you can actually power that soundbar right from the TV. You can plug it into the TV. Just don't plug the TV into itself. It doesn't have a built-in flux capacitor, mini nuclear generator. So best warranty, like I said, in class. So full 2-year warranty. You know, I'd say on paper that's the best warranty. How things are handled on the back end can be actually dependent on the actual application itself. Just know that you know, if a dealer has anything, they want to start with our tech support team. You know, if they need to do any return repair type situations, make sure that that is logged with Sierra before you guys would take anything back, just to make sure that we have that rolling the correct way. So, you know, we're not selling commodities here. These are more like, you know, like cars. You know, if you take it to the dealership to make it right, just through experience. You know, there's just different ways that we want to handle it to make sure that we resolve anything that might be going on in the field. So here's a full lineup of all of our latest and greatest models. So like I said, the new Shade Series outdoor TVs, 55, 65s are shipping now, 75s down the road. And then with the Ultra Brights, 49 up to 86. So with the Shade Series, your price point there, $24.99 retail for a 55, and that includes that sound bar. So, and then all the way up to 22,000 retail for the 86. So get to a certain level, you need the best. So getting into the Shade Series outdoor TVs a little bit more here. So why Shade Series? Best design. Again, very clean design. That's what, you know, everything Sierra touches in designs. We're going to make sure that there's a high design element to it. Best and brightest picture quality for that app, for that category. Full 450 nit panel. That's the quality of a good indoor TVs around 450 nits. You know, our original Storms were 450 nits, so that's appropriate for a shaded application outside. Like I said, Ultra Bright's still going to be optimal, but you know, when you're comparing it to a Veranda, which came into the market at like sub 300, it was like a low grade indoor TV weatherized. You know, we're at a 450 nit panel. Again, best in class sound with that 50-watt soundbar included, and best in class warranty with the full 2-year warranty. And then Ultra Brights. So an even higher design element. You kind of see that reflective side panel that we include with the Ultra Brights. Kind of call that the infinity edge, you know, to really minimize that appeared standoff. Up to 1,000 nit brightness for the panels there, but does have our adaptive picture technology to make sure that we're adjusting that backlighting seamlessly, consistently throughout the day as you transition through the day into the night. You don't want 1,000 nits screaming at you, much less 700. So it's going to be comfortable viewing, but it's also going to adjust that contrast ratio so that you have optimal color saturation. So very high picture quality with high design. That 60-watt powered soundbar is a fantastic solution, you know, as an optional audio component. It's optional because with these applications, a lot of times there's other, you know, sound options, landscape type systems, and then that full 2-year warranty as well. So we have this cool comparison chart here. Like I said, the top competitive product, you know, by far, I mean, 99% of what we see, you know, in the market from the studies can be your Sierra outdoor TVs and Snap AV Sunbright outdoor TVs. So this is a good comparison where Ultra Bright and Pro are similar applications. Apples to oranges though when it comes to design and performance of the panels and even the size options. And then Shade Series, direct competitor to the Veranda. So Veranda will be $2,000 for that 55 versus $24.99 for the 55 shade, but we include a brighter picture, includes that sound bar, and double the warranty with that full 2-year warranty. So digging a little bit into some more of the technical details, especially focusing on the ultra brights, and that's where that performance really kicks in. Like I said, 4K panels up to 1,000 nit brightness, but includes our adaptive picture technology just to make sure that that backlighting setting is optimal for comfortable viewing as you transition through the day into the night. And it's seamless for all over 100 different settings. And it's also going to adjust that contrast ratio for optimal color saturation as you jack that back up into the high noon brightness. So engineered for, both Shade Series outdoor TVs and ultra bright outdoor TVs are engineered for year-round use. Be sitting in the hot tub watching the wild when it's 20 degrees and snowing. Your optimal for the high res, high refresh rate content is going to be above freezing, but an indoor TV doesn't work in those winter applications. It doesn't work when it gets hot and humid outside. These are designed again for that flexibility and convenience when you're going to use it. You can leave it outside year-round short of an apocalyptic event. So integration capabilities, and this is kind of focused with the ultra bright, but both ultra bright and Shade Series, you'd have IP control. Ultra brights have that 3-prong outlet in it where you could either plug in an aftermarket device or the powered soundbar that's optional. Built-in HD base T, so flexible integration. As far as installation goes, both the ultra brights and the Shade Series outdoor TVs, instead of having that 1/4-inch thick heavy glass that we had on the previous generations, it's an exposed impact resistant panel, so a lot lighter to handle, but also will improve the performance as well. So reduce glare from the glass, so perceived higher brightness. Here's connections within the ultra bright itself. All this information is available at that download center or online as you kind of dig through the different product categories. Just to show you that. How folks install it, integrate it is different every time. So as far as some of the accessories go, like I said, the sound bar on the Shade Series is included, but we do have covers and mounts that are available as well. The sound bar for the ultra bright is optional, but all the sound bars are designed for that TV. So we have 55-inch sound bars, we have 65-inch sound bars. It's not a one size fits all. We want to make sure that's a clean design. That powered sound bar, that's optional for the ultra brights. That's a Bluetooth capable sound bar. So on its own, it's a pretty good sound solution. These are the inputs for that sound bar, RCA inputs. Like I said, that soundbar for the Shade Series is going to be passive, but the TV itself does have a built-in amplifier for it. So we have 3 mount options for outdoor TVs. You don't need to use our mounts. It's a standard Beza pattern, but our mounts provide convenience of and kind of peace of mind knowing that hey these are heavy-duty outdoor rated mounts available directly from Sierra. The one mount I discussed is our slim mount. So you see how that reflective side panel really reduces that perceived standoff with the ultra brights. So that's really accentuated when you use the slim mount because that's a static mount that's tight against the wall. So simplify brackets there. Like I said, we also have covers. Covers are an optional accessory because you don't need them, but they protect it from birds and dust. Something that we just kind of recommend trying to proactively get sold there. So, and then we do have some of the closeout models available. I think you guys have a few in stock as well. We directly have 42 Storm, 42 Ultra Bright, 49 Ultra Bright, but I know you guys have a few as well. So good value for someone looking for a dedicated outdoor TV. So that is the Sierra story. So like I said, it's not just outdoor TVs, really expands to that whole home video experience inside and out. So appreciate the time. There's the factory sitting in there right now. So it's starting to look more and more like that. I think Sierra Pond's finally starting to thaw. But, anyway, no, appreciate everything. I'll address some questions here. So question was, who makes our panels? That can vary. There's 3 or 4 panel manufacturers in the world. So, raw panels are sourced based on specific need. So, it's just to clarify, these are all Sierra TVs. It's not like we're weatherizing a Samsung or something like that. They're Sierra design TVs, but certainly there's like 3 or 4 panel manufacturers in the world. So usually you can determine it based on the size, but it can depend. Any other questions?
Yeah, we've got a few more questions here, Tony. How are the warranties implemented, and what kind of service network do you guys have?
So we have a tech support team here, and that's where everything starts. So they're going to handle each situation probably case by case, to be honest. Quite often it's, especially for the larger TVs, they'll try to do return and repair just to do it right the first time. We understand that can be a taxing process, but the point is, if a dealer has an issue with the TV, if they just bring it back and you swap it out, now we're kind of in a pickle potentially. So it's always making sure that there's a case logged with our tech support team. I have our phone number right here, 920-857-9069, or you can email techsupport@sierra.com, or shoot me an email saying, hey, there's a concern here. But ultimately, you guys don't need to be on the upfront part of that process. The dealer would be, but it really starts with our tech support team and then goes from there. If you ever get stuck on something, just kind of, it's like, well, I'm not really sure what's going on here, and their course of actions maybe not what you expected. That's where you can definitely engage me. Engage me or your local rep, no problem. But ultimately, it starts with our tech support team. So don't do anything until our tech support team has been in contact, because they're the doctors of technology, right? They're going to provide a diagnosis and a remedy. But as far as what that remedy is, it can be dependent on things. So depends on the size of the TV, depends on the situation, where things are at, and all that.
Great. We've got a couple more questions. How much protection does the actual outdoor TVs need? I mean, can they sit outside, or do they need a cover?
They don't need a cover. The cover is there to protect them from birds and dust. So it just keeps it clean from stuff. But you don't need a cover. That's why it's optional. Now, with that said, people cover a $500 grill, so I would cover a $2,500 to $22,000 outdoor TV. So the cover is kind of one of those. I'd proactively include it, on any bid or sale. So.
And then going to the ultra bright, with the mirror finish on the sides, do you also have other options, black stainless steel or black stainless or anything else?
With the ultra brights, as far as like that side panel goes, it's
correct.
That's it. Yep. That reflective side panel is the one side panel that we provided. I know when we first showed that at CEDIA, would have been CEDIA 2017 that we first showed it, people were asking about optional side panels, and golly, it hasn't come up since until now. So good question, but yeah, it's the reflective side panel that's the option that we provide. So.
Great. Well, while we're waiting for other questions to come in, one just to come in, we will have this webinar posted on the Capital Sales YouTube channel. And if you want a copy of the presentation, feel free to reach out to your Capital account manager, and we can get that over to you as well. So if you want to review the webinar, it's on the YouTube channel. If you want the actual documents, just reach out to your account manager. While we're waiting, guys, is there any other questions for Tony while we got him on the phone? I know how these things happen. As soon as we get off, then all of a sudden a question's going to pop up. when that happens, feel free to reach out to Sierra. Feel free to reach out to Capital Sales. We're all here to help you out, and we'd love to chat, whether it's about questions or about a project.
Yeah, I really appreciate everyone's time. So, and what I'll do too is in the chat thing here, I'll put my contact info. So, budget, Tony BL at Sierra.com. So please let me know if there's other questions. All right. Anything else I can do to help this morning?
Well, guys, if there isn't any other questions, Tony, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day as well to talk about Sierra, and I want to thank the dealers that took time out of their day to hop on. Both you guys or everybody, thanks. I know we've got busy lives, and it means a lot for you guys to take time out to learn about new products. So, Tony, thanks.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So excited to get the 'tis the season with outdoor, but yeah, don't forget about that whole home opportunity with everything that we can do. So
definitely. Well, guys, again, thank you, and I hope to catch you guys on the next webinar.